is happening. No, please don't. That's inappropriate. What's up? Welcome to my living room. I have a sheet on my couch to protect it from this guy. He's very messy and disgusting. But anyway, today I wanted to talk about something that's been a problem for me for the past few years, and specifically these past few days. I've talked about it openly on my Instagram, but I think some people think I'm over this issue when the truth is I still struggle. And so I'm just keeping it real with you all. I struggle with binge eating. And before I get into the specifics of why these past few days have been a problem for me, I thought I'd kind of give a little background on what what my history kind of is after college. I'm choosing after college because college, is so stressful. I was so focused on school. Healthy eating just didn't cross my mind ever. I ate out all the time. I did binge eat a lot in college, just way past the point of fullness until I was just completely and overly stuffed. So I want to focus, falling all over the place. I want to focus more specifically post-college because I think that's where the emotions really came into play. I mean, college, yes, there was stress and stuff, but post-college it was more like loneliness and boredom and all that sort of stuff. So 5 months after I graduated, I got a job in Florida. I knew absolutely no one. So I would come home at night and just kind of eat. I ate full pizzas in one sitting. I would eat family-sized bags of chips in one sitting. I passed a Dunkin' Donuts after work, and I'd often go and get 2 donuts and a large coffee as a snack before dinner, and then dinner would be who knows what. I mean, don't get me wrong, there were intermittent periods of eating well or better. But for the most part, I called myself a carbivore. I did not eat very healthy at all. It's very easy to be a vegetarian and not eat clean. And that was me. And last January of 2015, things kind of took a turn for the worse. I was at a job that left me feeling very devalued and unworthy, and I'd come home on my lunch breaks just to cry, and it was not a good mentally stable environment for me. And I started drinking. Yes, I did not drink until I turned 25, but that's for another story. My drinking went from like 0 to 100 miles per hour overnight. Like, it was a drastic change. And my eating got worse and worse, and I was just feeding the emotions. I didn't know how else to make myself feel better. And food gave me temporary relief until I was just like, oh my gosh, my belly, it looks terrible because of all that food. Okay, maybe it didn't really work out just like that, but you get the point. All right, so. Really? This guy? What is this? Okay. So, I'm not going to get really into the specifics of my journey itself, but talk more kind of about, let me fix this dog really quickly. Please sit down. Please. I love you. I love you. Here, look. Look. Go get it. Go get it. Okay. There we go. I'm not going to talk specifically about my journey, but more so about the diet aspect. So I started my lifestyle overhaul June of 2015. I pretty much just completely gave up all binging. Like, binging was not a problem for the first 8 months. I completely cleaned up my diet, started eating really well, and that's when I saw the most changes. And I've been open about my plateau for a while now, and if I'm being honest with myself, it really is because of my diet. You cannot out-train a poor diet. And I talk a little bit about diet, but it's, you can only say so much. And, I've tried all these different things. I've tried macros, I've tried vegan, I've tried Whole30, I've tried macros, and like nothing is helping with the binging. All of my diet wishy-washy changes, as I call it, is because I'm purely trying to control my binging. Now, I know my binging is emotional and I'm feeding whatever I'm feeling, and I do see a therapist, and but that's for other reasons, and it's not tying into like the feeding of the moment, because whenever I binge, it really is just because I'm in an emotionally weak spot in that moment, and it's very short-lived typically. This time I've been binging for about 3 days now, and I feel very fluffy, but I don't hate myself. You know, I know why it's happening. It's due to stress at work. I left work Thursday, it's now Saturday. Very frustrated, upset, confused about a conversation I had with my boss, and my workouts have been terrible. I haven't been motivated. I'm just like, all I want to do is just sit and eat this bag of chips, because maybe having a little extra fluff isn't so bad. You know, I like cookies, I like chips, I like junk, but I do love health food too, and I love how I feel when I eat well. So I'm still like motivated to get back on track and, you know, kick this binging bitch side, and binging bitch, I kind of like that. But oh, my battery's about to die, you guys. Anyway, I don't know what is that's dog slobber. Cute. I don't remember where I left off before my camera died, but essentially, I am almost 1.5 years into this journey, and I still struggle. That's the point I want to get across, is that I constantly keep changing my ways, trying to figure out what works, what doesn't work, and I haven't figured it out yet. But yeah, I mean, it's just part of life, you know? Like, I don't hate myself for the past few days. It's part of growth. It's part of the learning experience. Allow that to happen, process it, understand why it's happening, and you simply forgive yourself for letting it happen, and then you forget about it and move on the next day. At least that's what I have found has helped me whenever these episodes happen. Now, it's not all the time. It's definitely when like stress picks up, but it happens quite frequently on weekends. You know, weekends are tough. I am often bored or lonely, or just feeling, you know, some sort of strange feeling on weekends, and at night I'm just like, all right, just gonna eat all the things. And you know, my binging these past few days has been a direct result of stress at work. I received news Thursday, I think I mentioned this earlier, that just left me really frustrated and anxious and worked up, and all I wanted was to eat. My workout was shit. I went to the store frustrated while talking on the phone with someone, and wasn't even thinking. I was just grabbing things, and then I start eating things, and then I get home, and before I know it, I'm like, I just ate this whole bag of chips. And you know, I really try hard not to buy things that I don't have willpower against, as I say. Things I know I'm not good at portioning out to eat the serving size. So it's a struggle still. And the best way I found to not have binging episodes is just not to buy things. But sometimes my emotions just get the best of me, and before I know it, I'm in my car headed to the store, and I'm buying things I want, and they're not healthy things ever. It's always processed junk food. And sometimes in the middle of an episode, I'm like, what am I doing? You need to stop, and I just like throw it away. You know, I'll be eating a packet of cookies or whatever, and I'm just like, all right, stop. And then it's so wasteful. I mean, but as my mom says, it's a waste in your body, or it's a waste in the trash. You know, like, you can't let your emotions get the best of you, and I do that all the time. And you know, it's a lifelong journey. I hope it's not a lifelong battle. I really hope I find and heal this broken relationship with food. I struggle still, and I don't know what it's gonna take. I don't know when the struggle's going to end, but you know, it's part of the learning experience, it's part of growth, it's part of the process. And it's just a part of me, and I don't expect it to be a part of me forever. I know I'm going to continuously change and evolve and change for the better, hopefully. And hopefully this binging will be a thing of the past, and I've got some books I'm going to read, and I will share them with you and review them with you and let you know. He's so vocal. And let you know if it helps or if it gives me any like different perspectives or anything like that. So yeah, just know you're not alone. It happens. It still happens to me. It's definitely what's hindered my progress. You know, I think I was saying before I got cut off that you cannot out-train a poor diet. I know diet is absolutely key. Consistency is key to accomplishing your, you know, body goals, for lack of a better word. So yeah, just give it patience, give it time. If you know it's a problem, you know, maybe talk to someone. I talk to a therapist weekly, not about this, but maybe I should. Who knows? But really, it's not the binging that's a problem. It's the emotion behind the binging. So I've already emailed my therapist and I'm like, this happened. Like, we need to talk about it on Tuesday. And so on Tuesday, we're going to talk about what happened. And hopefully through that session, I can have some clarity and some direction, and then it won't be an issue anymore. And so then I can move on. So that's how therapy helps me. It's not really the binging itself. It's the emotion fueling the binging. So talk to someone, change your ways, whatever that means. For me, it definitely does not mean, oh, I binged yesterday, that means I have to restrict today. No. It happened. That's that. Today, I'm just back on track, the best that I can be, you know? And I don't feel like I have to go over exercise. I went for just a light walk with my dog today, enjoying the beautiful weather, you know, just getting a sense of clarity, slowly getting back into it. I don't think the way to get over a binge is to, my dog is so crazy, is to try to reverse the effects, because I just don't think that's the right mindset to have. I think in order to get over a binge, you just have to accept it, acknowledge it, understand why it happened, and then move forward positively. So for me, that means getting back on track, working out, not excessively working out, and most importantly, forgiving myself for allowing it to happen and just kind of forgetting about it. Obviously, I can't forget about the issue that caused the binge, so that's why I'm going to make sure I talk about it with my therapist, and then hopefully after Tuesday I can kind of forget about it and let it go. So really, I just hope you know you're not alone. I still struggle. It's a big struggle of mine. But I'm, you know, more motivated than ever. I filmed myself doing some exercises today without a shirt on, and I was a little critical of myself, feeling a little extra fluffy, but at the same time, I was just like, okay, so yeah, you messed up, but you know, it's a journey. It's not a destination, you know, like it's going to happen when it's meant to happen. It'll happen at its own pace, and you just kind of have to ride out the bad times and enjoy the good. And so yeah, I don't have the answers or the solutions to quit binging. I'm still figuring it out for myself, and I think it's definitely a very personal experience. You know, what fuels my binges is not what fuels yours, and understanding yourself and what motivates you and what your relationship and connection with food is and why you need food to feel better. For me, I know I definitely want to find other things that make me feel better that's not food related, and I really want to try to approach food with kind of a scientific mindset, like this is just what fuels me best, what makes my body function at its optimal performance, and not look at food as a way to feed my mind, make my mind feel better, because food is fuel for my body. I need to find other ways that is fuel for my mind. So I don't know what that is yet. I'm working on it. Hopefully I hope in just like documenting this experience for myself, it's accountability, and maybe I can look back in several weeks or whatever and be like, oh, glad I gained that mental clarity. For you all, I hope it just helps you understand you're not alone. It happens to probably more people that are willing to admit someone's not happy with me. He's like, all right, Mom, time to wrap this up. So, yeah, maybe this is just a bunch of rambling, but maybe it'll help, maybe it won't. That's all I can hope for, is that it helps in some way. Oh my gosh, this dog. Look, oh, yes, okay. Say hello. Say hello. Oh, yes, not to me, to the camera. Say hello to the camera. Okay, alright. So anyway, binging is a bitch, and if there's anything more specific about binging you want me to talk about, I know this was just like a bunch of rambling. If you have any questions, you can do a part 2, or maybe do a Q&A on it. So, if you have any questions or anything you want me to clarify or talk about more, leave a comment below. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And yeah. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate all the support always. And okay, time for me to go. Alright. Yeah, he's being inappropriate. Oh my gosh. Ah, stop. No. Ah. Okay. Here we go. Bye. Love you guys. So, anyway, gotta go feed the double chin. Oh my gosh. Who am I? I'm a weird person.